Greetings. Greetings. I think we're live. I think we're live. Let me know if we're live, y'all. Oh, Dallas Mavericks says we're live. All right, cool. What's good, everybody? Happy Sunday. If you don't know the vibes, I'm gonna tell you what the vibes is. We out here for another Q&A session. I'm gonna teach you guys some things today to help you get to your goals, help you motherfuckers shred up, get lean, get ready for the summer. We got Third Degree here. We got Kanye West pulling up. What up? Andre, what up? What's good? Kim, hey, there's a lot of truth in that statement, Kim. Third Degree says, when will you go back to making full length videos on Just Shorted? Hey, soon, right? Soon. Hugo, what up? Poppy, yo, Corey, what's an ideal amount of times to work out a day if I work out every day? At least once, right? But what's going to determine your success is really about what your program looks like, how well you're able to recover, and then what nutrients you put back in the body for recovery. So I need a little bit more details, but I mean, at least once a day, do something active. Hey, Ronnie, what up? You're Donnie is asking me where am I tuning in from? Florida, right? Good old Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Barry, what up? What's good? What's good, y'all? All right, so just again, as I've done on these before, just because you guys are showing up and giving y'all a free gift, I'm gonna type it in the chat. It is my simple six-pack system, my six-pack guide, completely free, right? For you guys that want to get a motherfucking six-pack, right? Go ahead, hit that link, and you'll get the guide for free. Somebody, where y'all from? Let me know who who we got in the chat. Where y'all from? Let me know in the comments. We got Dom from Prince George, BC, training strong, man. That's what's up, man. Hope you win that shit. Ronnie said something about Ronnie want to come to the boot camp. Oh shit. Let's go. We got Baltimore in the building, Texas in the building, New Orleans. Do they say New Orleans or New Orleans? What do they say? Atlanta. Kanye, you from Chicago. What you talking about? Go grab a beer. Probably not gonna do that. Barbourville, Kentucky. Ain't never heard of that. This guy is a pretty sound guy. I watch a lot of his videos. Very helpful. Luke from England. Appreciate you, Luke. Hope things are good on that other side of the pond. Northern Cali, OKC. Hey, what's it like in OKC right now with the Thunder being good again? So if you are a basketball fan, I'll let them know. You got the homie Ali from Uganda. What up? Got New York in the building. See, Hugo, I knew it was New Orleans. New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Earl want to get healthy from Fort Worth. Well, type some questions in the chat, man, and I'll see what I can do to help out. Detroit is keeping you big as hell. That's why I had to leave. Barry from Barbados, home of Riri. Are all the women that bad there? Let me know. Drew is from Virginia. What up, Drew? Which Virginia is it? Regular Virginia or West Virginia? Because I know y'all got like beef. Like you can't say somebody who's from Virginia is from West Virginia and vice versa. They don't like that shit. I found that out the hard way. The homie Julius from Holland. What up? Jackie said, where James Harden at? I don't know, but he's gonna pull up at some point. Y'all know how he get down. Mr. Protagonist is from the UK. What's popping, man? Appreciate the support for a year, man. Thank you. Miss Bennett says whey protein versus high protein shake, which will definitely help lose fat. There is no difference as it pertains to a shake versus powder as it relates to fat loss directly. It's an indirect correlation in that powders tend to be more isolated proteins, meaning that it just protein, not a lot of carbs and fats, meaning that it's less calories. More likely that if you consume that, you'll stay in a calorie deficit. On the other side of it, the shakes that are pre-mixed, they tend to have some additional carbs and fats in them as binders, flavors, and essentially just, you know, in that mixture. Now that'll jack the calories up just a bit in comparison to the powder itself. But what you get here with the shakes is just convenience. That shit's already done for you. Right. So it's like it's more preference thing at the end of the day, because if you have a shake versus a powder, you can eat more of your foods. I should say vice versa. If you have a shake versus the powder, you got to restrict more of the foods you eat. But vice versa, when you have powder, you can actually eat more of your calories, which a lot of the time keeps you more full. Hopefully that was helpful. Keep them questions coming. Hey, what's up from Canada? Love the videos, helping me lose that big ass belly. Hey, that's what's up. Is Fairlife milk a good option outside of a protein shake and powder? It's fine. You know, like when it comes to milk, whenever somebody asks me about milk, I always tell them the thing with milk is not really that milk is good or bad. It's how well you digest it. Because a lot of you motherfuckers got latent lactose intolerance that you're not even aware of. And when you consume it, you get the shits, the bubble guts, where you be out here farting all the time. And people be calling it protein farts, but that just means you're lactose intolerant and you ain't know it. Right. So if you digest milk well, you digest dairy well, it's fine. But the thing with milk is like it's still calories, right? So you got to be cognizant of how many calories that this milk attributes to as it pertains to the whole day. Back when I was out here fucking with milk, which I really don't now, because I kind of feel like it's a waste of calories. But when I would go more low fat, 1%, or even almond milk, cashew milk, because that was so low in calories that it was essentially insignificant. Like I could have like my cereal. I know a lot of you motherfuckers like cereal, right? You can put that in your cereal and essentially, man, just not take up a huge portion of your calories in liquid. The thing that makes it difficult, guys, to stay in a calorie deficit to lose fat longer is the motherfucking cravings, right? Like you start, off good, and then all of a sudden, after you lose a few pounds, you notice what? You want to go reach for the next snack, the next this, the next that. And it's difficult to stay in that diet long enough to actually see the fat come off. Well, a lot of that's because you're not eating foods that are satiating, and you fucking with liquid calories. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be hungry again. Don't do it. Right. That's my whole take on it. Hopefully that was helpful. Does drinking energy drinks like Celsius during fast and break it? Yes, it does. There's calories in it and there's artificial sweeteners in it. So it breaks it. Randall, young Randy in the building. What up? Randy out here getting lean. He's one of the Armstrong Army elites. Been doing OMAD in the calorie deficit for about 8 months. Everybody tells me it's not good for you. What's your opinion about OMAD? I think OMAD is cool in certain phases, but I definitely wouldn't encourage it as a lifestyle for somebody that wants to be lean. For somebody who wants to lose weight, it's perfect. But for someone who wants to be lean, it's not sustainable long term. Why do I say that? Losing weight is just seeing the numbers on the scale drop. So you're just losing weight. That weight is comprised of body fat, muscle, water, your fucking hair, right? Like all of that's weight. So if you just want to lose weight, OMAD is great because you'll lose fat, you lose water, but you also lose muscle, which is not great if you want to be lean. If you want to be lean, you have to focus on getting stronger, maintaining strength, and get enough protein in to actually maintain all the lean muscle mass you have. The problem with OMAD is for most guys, when you look at how many grams of protein you actually need to maintain muscle mass, it's next to impossible to get all that in one meal, right? Like let's say for me, for example, right? 185 pounds this morning, right? For me to maintain lean muscle mass, I want what? Somewhere around 180 to 200 grams of protein, right? Pretty simple. I'm not going to sit down and eat 180 grams of protein in one sitting most days, right? I did it once at like a Brazilian. Matter of fact, no, I came up short. I was at a Brazilian steakhouse with my girlfriend last weekend. Ate a whole bunch of fucking steak. If any of y'all know, the motherfuckers come over with the steak on them swords and shit, right? And then they just say the name of it like picanha, right? And I'll be like, hell yeah, I want that picanha, right? And they slice it right there and it drops on your plate. I ate up to, because I brought my food scale and I was weighing it out. I ate up to like 150, 160 grams of protein, and I tapped out. I couldn't get any more food in. I was so full that I was like, yo, I'm not going to be able to get to 180 and above today. And I did, in fact, do a OMAD style diet that day. I fasted all day until that meal because I knew I was going to fuck some shit up. Right. I'm saying that to say OMAD is cool in phases, right? But for a long-term lifestyle, if you want to be lean, nah. Hopefully that was helpful. If that was helpful, drop a fire emoji below. The homie Jackie said, meat sweets, pause. Corey, are you aware you look like Yes King? Please look it up. Do I really want to look this up? I don't know if I want to look this up, man, because some of the stuff people tell me to look up, I'm like, yo, this shit is wild. Right? Maybe later. I'll see. Corey, what's the easiest way to clean bulk? To track your calories, man. That's the easiest way. Track your calories and don't eat a bunch of processed food. Eat a lot of whole foods, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that you stay slightly above your caloric maintenance. Once you establish what your calorie maintenance is, you don't have to bulk on like 500 to 1,000 plus calories of a surplus. You can just do like, what I do with my clients, a step ladder approach, 20, 250 calories above maintenance. And then once you gain a little bit, stagnate, boom, bump it up to 300, bump it up to 350, maybe 400. Just kind of go tread your way up to your calorie surplus when you want to bulk. And clean bulking, just for you guys who aren't fucking nerds, it just means that you bulking, but you're not getting fat as hell, right? You ain't out here with that big ass belly while you building muscle. So that's how you would do it. Thoughts on Alani protein shakes? I don't know shit about it. I think that's the Alani new, right? I've seen they energy drinks and pre-workout, but I ain't never seen they shakes. Is soda weight loss program a good way to lose weight? I don't know what the fuck that is. So eating less is wrong. Depends on what you're asking. Eating less is how you lose weight, but it's not long-term sustainable. The goal I would always advise guys is get stronger, because you're going to build your metabolic rate. And if you build your metabolic rate, your body will burn more calories on its own. But understand, you can't perpetually eat less, right? You keep eating less, what's going to happen is eventually you die, right? You can't perpetually lose weight. But if you don't want to die, right, what your body's going to do before that is it's going to burn muscle. You burn muscle, you stuck, because your body's not going to burn as many calories on its own, and you're going to look the same. You're going to look flappy. Y'all ever seen DJ Khaled, man, when he lost weight? Not talking shit about DJ Khaled. He's great, makes great music. But when he lost all that weight, y'all, he lost like 40 pounds and he looks exactly the same. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull up the picture. This is what it looks like when you just lose weight. Hold on. DJ Khaled transformation. See, Google don't even have it as a suggestion. Because it's not that impressive, right? All right, I found it. Let's see if I can share my screen. If you do not eat enough protein, lift weights, and fucking, stay consistent to that, then you're gonna end up out here looking like, I'm gonna show you what you're gonna end up looking like. Entire screen. Chrome. Oh, here we go. All right, guys. So if you just lose weight and you don't get leaner, right? You don't hit the weights. You don't be out here eating enough protein. You're gonna look like fucking DJ Khaled, right? Damn, this advertisement came in the way. But DJ Khaled, look at him, man. Let me move this out the way. Hold up, they tripping. I don't care about Pluto TV, man. But look at Khaled, man. Khaled lost weight, but his body looks the same, right? He still got a round ass shape. He looks like an apple, right? He got that apple shape. He's just a smaller apple. That's what the fuck you gonna look like if you just out here focusing on eating less and doing just OMAD, man. That's what's gonna happen. Hopefully that's helpful, guys. Don't be like DJ Khaled, unless you want to be, right? You can be like DJ Khaled. Oh shoot, it's a YouTube of me. It says Pluto TV ads keeping you big as hell. That's what's up. You a personal trainer? Yes. Clearly, yes, but maybe it's not so clear. Yes, guys, I've been a personal trainer for 8 years. Will eating Greek yogurt get rid of my big ass belly? It won't get rid of your big ass belly alone, no. But what it will do is it will help you get adequate amount of protein, which is going to help fuel again recovery from workouts so that you build more muscle, maintain muscle, build a higher metabolic rate, and obviously, like I said, not be DJ Khaled and actually get lean because you're burning more calories at rest. Hopefully that's helpful. Do you think losing 2 pounds a week is too fast? No, 2 pounds a week is 8 pounds a month, and 8 pounds a month over 4 months. Like, let's just say most of my clients lose weight that fast, right? Like 8 to 12 pounds a month. So, no, I lost 50 pounds in 5 months. That's 10 pounds a month, right? 2 pounds a week is not a bad look. He do look like Dr. Robotnik. That is a great comparison. Paul says, I need help. I play basketball. I'm overweight. Well, one place you could start, Paul, is get the six-pack guide, man. It's completely free. It'll tell you how to hit your nutritional goals, right? And actually build that calorie deficit I was talking about. And some workouts that, could complement better core strength. If you need more assistance beyond that, feel free to reach out to me and my team, and maybe we can help. But I think that's a good place to start. Like I said, it's free. It's a gift for y'all for pulling up to the live. Do you gain weight while building muscle on a calorie deficit? So that's a loaded question. Like, gaining muscle is building muscle is gaining weight, because muscle is weight. So if you gain 10 pounds of muscle, you've gained weight, right? Typically doesn't happen on a calorie deficit though. Typically it's the opposite. You don't gain muscle, you maintain or lose muscle on a calorie deficit. In those rare instances where you build muscle on a deficit, hey, fucking congratulations, you've hit the jackpot, right? Like, that's not the norm. That's not the target, because you usually need to be in a surplus of calories to actually build muscle. Some of my clients do, if they're completely new to the gym. Some of you guys may have experienced this too. You first start working out, you build some muscle really quickly, and you can do it even if you in a deficit, but it doesn't last that long. That's the problem, right? So that's why it's not the goal. The goal is to maintain what muscle you have in the deficit while losing fat, or just, go the opposite direction, build that surplus of calories. And then that way you build as much muscle as you possibly can. Hopefully that was helpful. What's your opinion on 10,000 steps a day? James, I think it's a great idea. I think everybody should do it or more. Hey, Anna says, I was on your last live and registered for the six-pack ebook and did not get it. Registered twice. Anna, and anybody else who did not get the guide, make sure you check your fucking spam and promotions, right? Make sure you check it, because if you hit that button twice, you ain't get it. You probably got it, you just didn't see it in your inbox. Make sure you check the spam and all those other folders, right? I got people who have been on it last week, right? They've been hitting me up, telling me how dope it was. I'm not saying you lying. I just don't think my website is picking on you. I think maybe it's just got misplaced. Feel free to register again. If you had this problem again, hey, hit me up. Just DM me. Yo, Corey, I'm still having problems. But don't do that until you check your spam and your promotions, because sometimes it gets lost in there. Third degree, what's your opinion on getting oiled up with James Harden Fitness? I've never thought about that in my life, so I don't have any thoughts on it. You got any gym goal now? My goal right now is to be as ripped as possible, which really just comes down to I want to lose a few lbs of fat, and then once I get there, build a few more pounds of muscle. Now, this goal is a perpetual goal. It doesn't change. Like it's not something that I'm ever gonna get to the end of it, right? So, like, for example, I look at The Rock. The Rock is a goal. Dwayne Johnson. Oh man, yeah, that's the guy. Right. So that's who I'm looking at. All right, I got more work to do, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to that status without doing drugs, getting on the sauce, right? But that's how I look at my goals currently. Snyder advice for ladies. I don't know what that means. I promise you, man, you want to know who Yes King is. Y'all look similar, have the same mindset. I believe you. Right? I'm just not about to look up that motherfucker right now. Thank you for the videos helping people with big ass stomachs. No problem. I used to have a big ass stomach too. Are there any Johnson exercises? Who's Johnson? Right? Who the fuck is that? You a smart dude. Thank you, Craig. Marlise says you look amazing. There's a lot of truth in that statement. Thank you very much. Corey, is push pull legs the best split? No, there is no best split. The best split is really the best split is a split you can stay consistent to, but every split has its limitations, right? So push pull legs is good volume, but it lacks the frequency that like training full body would have, right? So you lose out on frequency for the sake of volume, right? And upper lower or full body, if you do them 6 days a week in a certain like structure, right? Maybe I'll come out with a program for you guys here pretty soon and drop it for y'all. But those are the two ways that I teach my clients. If we want to maximize training frequency and train our muscles 3 times a week, hit everything, upper, lower, or full body, right? So they're superior as it pertains to frequency training, but high volume training, the push pull leg or other splits are more superior. So there's pros and cons to each. Yeah, hey Marlise, I know how to spell and I know how to pronounce words in the English language. I do what I can. What do you recommend to do on a 4-day split? Upper, lower, right? That's what I do with my clients who can only do 4 days a week. I do, like, let's say it's Monday through Thursday. So Monday is like lower body, and then Tuesday is upper body, and then Wednesday repeat, lower than upper, or the opposite. It don't matter, but that's what I would recommend. It's great because you train every muscle group twice a week, and you're even getting some decent volume of training in that way. Thanks for the content and being real. Working on fasting more. Hey, fasting is that shit, man. Keep going, Ernie. Hope to hear more about your success. Machine Gun Kelly Fitness, upper, lower, keeping you being Sam. Yeah, I would agree with that, man. Re-up. Thanks for the free 6-pack guide, dude. Hey, no problem, guys. Make sure you go grab that 6-pack guide, completely free. It'll help, get you ripped up, man, for summer. Thoughts on Quest Pizza. My thoughts are that Quest Pizza, so the macros are amazing, right? When it comes to pizza, right? So it's one of those things that, like, if you're looking to have some good macros, right? You want to have some pizza too? Quest Pizza is the way to go. I think it's the only way to go for high protein pizza. I don't think there's another one. What you recommend what to do lose belly fat? Hey, one of the things I recommend, Natalie, is get into a calorie deficit and stay consistent with strength training. All of which I talk about right here in the 6-pack guide that I'm giving away for free tonight. Go ahead, get a copy of that if you want some more help. But yeah, just figure out how many calories you need to consume to stay in a calorie deficit. You know what I'm saying? And stay consistent with that. James Harden Fitness, what up, man? What's the best bedroom cardio workout? The indoor Olympics, you know what I'm saying, or the bump and grind. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kales. Marley says, what's Quest, a US thing? Probably, right? I ain't never lived nowhere else, so I don't know what the fuck y'all got in other places, but yeah, we got Quest. It's like a protein bar company that branched out and got all this other shit. Can I send you my pick and you tell me what you think? Bazzi, you can do whatever you want to do. Am I going to tell you what I think? Probably not. But if you ask a question on this live, I will answer. Is eating too much fish bad for you? Not necessarily. I mean, I don't know a scenario where it is bad. Height and weight. I am 5'10". All right, 5'10", 185. Do you need to? Oh, I lost that comment real quick. I lost 70 pounds intermittent fasting. Hey, shout out to you. What's that? Zelo. Zelo got the Total Rocky from My Hero Academia on the picture. Congrats, man. Corey, shout out to yourself. Hey, Nabil, shout out to me. Shout out to you for shouting out greatness. I appreciate that. James Harden, are you a BBC legend? I don't know the answer to that. You'd have to ask those those who know better than I, right? How do I get my free guide, please? Natalie, it's in the chat and it's also at the top of the description. If you go up there, you just hit the link and then go to the page and download it. I lost 12 with your videos. Hey, congratulations, Miss Lopez. I'm not going to try to pronounce your first name. I don't want to butcher that shit and disrespect you. Is it true that eating too much sugar will make your hair thinner and fall faster? I ain't never heard that before. That's not something that I can really speak on with intelligence because I've never heard any science that supports that eating sugar will cause your hair to fall out. Where the fuck did that come from, right? I don't know. I ain't never heard that shit before. Hey, what do you recommend to lower cholesterol? That's a great question. When it comes to lowering cholesterol, there's a ton of ways actually to do it. All of which just include a lot of the stuff that I talk about anyway. And a lot of it's just lower your consumption of processed foods, lower your body fat percentage, really, right? Because the lower your body fat percentage is, the lower your cholesterol will be. You also want to obviously do more things that just promote a healthier like liver, right? So like detoxifying your body as well. Um, Intermittent fasting, right? Fasting is really help lower your cholesterol levels. And the last thing, man, I think is just get on some sort of training protocol, right? Strength training is great for overall metabolic health, which is going to help you lower your body fat percentage and subsequently lower your cholesterol levels, right? So those things I think could really help. Plus, you just calm the fuck down. Don't be letting people stress you out. That'll jack your cholesterol up too, So just be out here, tranquilo, chilling. What are your thoughts on Mario Rios? I don't know who that is. How do you lower the acidity in your body? Why would you want to lower the acidity in your body? Are you listening to those alkaline vegans? Are you listening to those Dr. CB people? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you. Since I found you on FB, I got my fat ass down 55 pounds in 2.5 months. Congratulations. That is amazing. Give it up for Damon, right? Give it up for him. That's fantastic. Take a look, bro. You're a celebrity. My girlfriend knows about you, James. That's crazy. I don't know what's happening in the comments. What do you think of eating chicken skin? I have been eating it as a source of collagen, but the calories are horrible. The calories are fucking trash on chicken skin. I typically don't eat chicken skin, because I just respect myself a lot, but I know some people, they feel differently about themselves, so they eat chicken skin. And no, fucking around. Now, chicken skin is like, it's just like anything else. Like when you consume these type of things in abundance, man, it heightens your calorie consumption, which if you're looking to stay lean or get lean for that matter, like everything counts. So yeah, you may have that chicken skin, but there's going to have to be sacrifices other places for your whole day's worth of calories to make sense, and for you to actually be in that deficit to lose the fat. So my opinion, like it's not worth it, but you might really fuck with chicken skin. Like that shit might be like the highlight of your day. You go to the office, right? You don't like it there. You know what I'm saying? You sit in traffic, you don't like it there, right? Your kids is going crazy. talking crazy, talking reckless, stressing you out, right? A lot of things in your life you don't like, but then you see that chicken skin, you like, oh shit, here's a win for me, right? And then you eat the fuck out of that chicken skin, right? Or however it works. I don't know. Right? You're going crazy. And then, life just makes sense again. And so maybe that's the highlight of your day. For me, I got other highlights. So I ain't out here eating chicken skin, you know. Hopefully that's helpful. What's your favorite cheat meal? I got this question earlier from one of my clients. My favorite cheat meal, honestly, I don't have one. I have a few different ones that I'll resort to more frequently than others, mainly in relation to how I feel afterwards, right? Because you got to understand, like, this is a lifestyle, right? So you want to have these different foods, get a little bit of that variety, right? To kind of have um, the enjoyment of foods if you do fuck with food, right? But also too, like, I don't want to be set back several days, so I track on my cheat days too. And my favorite right now is like sushi. I fuck with sushi. I do eat Chipotle bowls with the rice and chips on cheat meals because if you ain't never tracked it before, guys, it's a lot of fucking carbs, man. With the rice, the beans, and the chips, ton of carbs, right? So that's a cheat meal for me. Um, those are kind of my two go-tos right now. Oh, and my girlfriend likes breakfast, and y'all know I'll be fasting, so most of the time I don't eat breakfast because I'm fasting through the mornings, drinking water, drinking caffeine, and then I eat in the afternoon and evenings. Like today, I fasted like 23 hours from yesterday, and I just ate a little while ago. But when I'm, hanging with my girl, she loves breakfast, right? Because like, y'all know how girls are. They love fucking breakfast and brunch and shit, right? And so like we'll have like waffles and pancakes and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit. I fuck with it. Um, but those are my cheat meals right now. Very rarely I do like cheesecake or stuffed crust pizza. Fire, right? Yo, oh man, it's getting wild in these comments. I'm an active competing amateur boxer. I just had an injury a few months ago and gained 30 pounds. What foods do you recommend to cut weight but also have high energy for training and sparring? Thanks. There's no special foods that help you lose fat. People had this misconception that there's like a special subset of foods that fucking melt fat off your midsection. That's not true. It's actually a bunch of marketing bullshit. The truth is, like, you can lose fat eating bullshit, like trash, like junk food and cookies, and you can also lose weight eating fucking carrots and fruit and shit, right? Like, it really just depends on obviously what your ultimate goal is when you lose that weight, how you want to look. I just talked about DJ Khaled just restricting calories and getting smaller and looking the same, right? Or if you want to get ripped, which is you should be filling your diet up with macronutrients that lend themselves to muscle growth and retention, like getting more protein in, getting adequate amounts of dietary fats, and then obviously, doing what you want to do with your carbs in relation to your lifestyle. Now, that said, right, when it comes to like foods, just you want to focus on consuming less calories than what you burn every day. So you have an advantage over most people. If you boxing, you're burning a lot of calories in that session. So really, it just boils down to start tracking your calories, bro. And if you need some help with that, right? Like, I wrote a whole free guide called the Simple Six Pack System. I'm giving it away for free tonight for y'all. It teaches you how to track your calories, macros, so you can build a deficit and actually lose that body fat, right? So hopefully that's helpful, man. But anybody who tell you some special foods, man, like these guys would be like, oh man, I got this flat tummy tea, or I got the apple cider vinegar, something about the lemons and whatever the fuck. They're lying to you, bro. There's no special foods that melt fat off your body, man. Hopefully that was helpful. Um, what's your opinion on protein peanut butter? That's a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. I don't have any thoughts on it. I haven't tasted it. But I do know outright bars are my favorite protein bar because they are peanut butter bars that have protein in them. So I imagine that marriage of the two is as amazing as outright bars. My mom wants my Johnson to get bigger. Any exercise for it? Why does your mom want that? That is strange. Okay. And we ain't gonna dig, we not gonna dig deeper into that rabbit hole. Corey, when can we expect a full-length video and not a short? That's a great question. It's gonna happen when it happens, but this year is gonna happen this year. I have not made a firm date as to when, but me and my team, we're planning on launching more in Q2 going into Q3. What does that mean, Corey? The year is broken into 4 quarters like basketball, right? So we're in the first quarter right now. The second quarter starts in April. You do the math, right? Some stuff's coming up. Why is your last stream pre-recorded? I don't know what you're talking about, right? I didn't even know you could pre-record a screen. So you just taught me something. Maybe I should start doing that, right? I'm not gonna lie. Live Q&As keep me big as hell. Just kidding. The memes are helping me with your channel and growth so much. I love your content. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. A live stream doesn't count as a full video. Okay, I'm the full videos are coming. I appreciate the consistency, guys. They're coming. I got you. Your last live stream had a really big delay for some reason. Probably just my internet connection or some shit. I don't know, man. Like I'm not. I just I hit the button, guys, and I just go. So all that tech shit. Maybe I need to talk to my team about it. Corey, what would you get for a home gym? I've done a few videos on that, so you can like search Corey Armstrong Fitness home gym. But I mean, it really just depends on what kind of space that you have. So if you got like a motherfucking closet, like you one of these people who got a small ass space, you gotta maximize for what you got. You gotta maximize for the minimum, and that's going to be, in my recommendation, you're gonna get you like an incline bench, and then maybe like some adjustable dumbbells of some sort, or maybe like a small dumbbell rack, depending on, again, how much space you have. But what you want is you want something that could pretty much be utilized for multiple different movements. And I think an adjustable bench and dumbbells are a great combination together. If you got more space than that, like let's say your whole basement or a whole garage, or a big room space, maybe you get a squat rack, get like a full power rack. Because you can pretty much do everything that you need to do to get strong. You get a power rack, you can do squats, deadlifts, rolls, overhead press, bench press if you get a bench too, and even you can do like pull-ups too. Yeah, you can do pull-ups, and then if you get a little attachment, you can do dips. Pretty much everything you need to get strong and get reps. So squat rack, shout out to PRX Performance, man. One of the owner of the company, he was a client once, and they have a great set squat rack that actually folds into a wall, so it's like a space saver, and then you like pull it out. Pause. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. Any tips on edging during a gym session? I don't have any tips on that. That's wild to do at the gym though. What types of exercises are good for having a history of lower back pain? Melanie, your lower back pain has nothing to do with your lower back. I know that's peculiar to hear someone say, but understand that joint pain of any kind, especially with the lower back, stems from surrounding muscle groups being either tight or weak, or a combination of both. So really your lower back pain is showing you that you have either a weak core, weak glutes, tight or weak hamstrings, and your hips are tight, or a combination of all four in some regard. But that's what you're really dealing with. You have to address those things. Tons of different movements. I think the best movement for like really addressing a lot of those things simultaneously is a movement called the reverse hyperextension, right? It's a great move to really give the lower back a full deep stretch, activate the glutes, get your glutes more engaged and build them. And, it's probably the one movement that really stretches your lower back properly. The problem is most gyms don't have a reverse hyper table. So you might have to, depending on where you're sitting at in your life right now, maybe invest in a reverse hyper table to do at home, or Just find a gym that has one. I got my gym membership specifically because they have the reverse hypo table. That's the only reason I got it. And then I was like, oh, they got like a hot tub and a sauna and cold plunge. I guess I'll stay. Right, bunch of dope shit. Hopefully that was helpful. Can you say being big is keeping you big as hell? Maybe. Make your merch 5XL because I'm big as hell. Well, you don't have to stay that way. That's the whole reason we're here. What foods do you recommend for bulking? That's a good question. When it comes to bulking, whenever I get clients that are bulking or when I'm like bulking myself, I look for calorie dense foods that I don't have to eat a lot of. So it's actually the opposite of what you look for when you're looking to lose fat, ironically. So like if I'm looking to build some muscle, I want to get calories fast. One of the best ways to do it, oatmeal. Oatmeal is a great staple for building muscle because you can get a bunch of calories in one sitting, in just a bowl. And this is a hack. You add things that jack the calories into your oatmeal. So things like raisins or craisins, dried fruit, dried apricots, stuff that pack a lot of carbs, calories quick into the oatmeal and just eat that. You could also do, I'm a big proponent of, sometimes I have my clients do smoothies, right? If they out here with the motherfucking baby appetite and they looking to build some muscle, but they can't get enough calories in, I'd be like, all right, drink your calories. You know what I'm saying? Make a smoothie, right? Put a bunch of fruits and peanut butter in there and then throw some protein in there. Boom. You got a high calorie shake that you can just drink instead of eat. So those are some of the staples, and oatmeal can keep you big as hell. So be careful. Should I hop on estrogen for gains? I think it's the opposite for estrogen. Like estrogen to have you out here getting fat, man. You be having the man titties. What are your tips for teen meal prep for school? What to eat, what to buy? The same as everyone else, right? Like it's the same. Like if anything, you got it easier because you just ask your parents for money, unlike the rest of us. But no, it's the same. It's the same for any age. You get foods that are easy to prepare, right? Like one of the things that's cool about nowadays looking at meal prep is like they have so many convenient ways to actually like cook foods fast, right? So like when I was losing my 50 pounds in 5 months, man, like I used a George Foreman grill, right? Shout out to George Foreman, every day to grill my chicken. And I ate chicken, broccoli, rice every fucking day for 5 months essentially. And what happened was, because I had that system, I was able to stay consistent long enough to see the results. I don't eat like that no more, but like now you guys got better stuff. Like y'all got like fucking air fryers. I wish air fryers was a thing when I was fat. There's like all these other contraptions that I ain't about to get into, but like maybe get you a quick cooker of some sort, or microwavable carb sources. Like I got some microwavable rice and beans in there that as long as I got like a protein source, sometimes I'll put it together with that. Things like that are what I would recommend. Hopefully that's helpful. Single ingredient foods, keep it simple. Yeah, Marlise know what it is. Y'all better listen to her. His bald head ass keeping you big as hell. Probably. Yeah. Stick to eggs, cauliflower rice, salmon, chicken. Yo, she's spitting bars right now. Yeah. Why don't you release big as hell merch if you already have it in your videos? Because I don't care about merch. I don't give a fuck about merch, man. I give a fuck about dropping dope content and helping y'all get to y'all goals. And That's it. Right? Like I really don't give a fuck about like making a bunch of t-shirts. I mean, I might one day, right? But right now that's not my main priority. What is L-carnitine good for? I have been using it for pre-workout. L-carnitine helps your body convert fat into fatty acids to actually metabolize. So it doesn't burn fat, but it helps your body convert fat into fuel and then make it easier for your body to use fat as an energy source. So that's all it does. I mean, I guess if you're using it for pre-workout, it'll help if you're doing it fasted, because if you're doing it fasted, then if once you burn through your glycogen stores, your body has to burn something. And if you're using something that helps your body start to use fat more, go for it. Go for it. Uh all right. The streets is asking for the merch. All right. I'll talk to the team. I'll talk to the team and see if they can help us put that together then. Big as hell of fitness official. Joey the guy showing some love. Appreciate you, bro. Uh man, I don't know what you just said. ME equal MC question mark, but I think that's a chemical you put there. I don't even know how to pronounce that, brother. Is decaffeinated green tea extract okay to use, or do you need caffeinated one? It depends on what you're using it for, right? Like if you're using it for the sake of, like, let's say an appetite suppressant for fat loss, right? Because green tea is it's a great antioxidant and it has catecholamines in it and all this other good stuff. It's also caffeine helps you stay in the deficit because it curbs your appetite. If you saying you don't need that caffeine shit, you a G, you ain't got no appetite, you good. Yeah, fuck that caffeine, bro. You don't need it. You good. I like to tip pivot your hips and walk away from the bakery. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the bakery, you see all them fucking sweets, you tempted, you like, ooh, I want some sugar in my tank. You just walk the fuck away. And then that temptation is gone now. Yeah. Uh what are your best non-red meats for bulking? All of them. Right? Chicken, turkey, fish, you name it, man. They help you get more protein in, so that they help obviously with the bulking process, because you'll be able to get your protein numbers in, and that helps with recovery and restoration of muscle, and obviously being able to go in there and get stronger, build more muscle. Being a Corey fan are keeping you I guess so. Ethan, what up? What's popping? Eating turkey, not Thanksgiving. Keep me. I guess so. Uh, do you eat elk or bison? I've never had elk, but I will fuck up some bison. Bison is fire. If you are looking to have something new in your diet, right? And you kind of tired of lean ground beef or steak or what have you, bison. Bison burgers are fire. How tall are you? Taller than you. No, I'm playing, man. I'm 5'10", bro. Corey, are bananas good to eat before a workout? Sure. Yeah, man. Like, quick carbs, good source of potassium, fiber. I see nothing wrong with it. Should I log my workouts in MyFitnessPal? I've never done that. People do that. Like, I've had some clients who come to me before they got in my program. They tell me they log their workouts in MyFitnessPal. I've never used that functionality before, so I don't have any intellect to share with you as regards to how it works. But I mean, there's no version of tracking your shit that actually is going to be detrimental. Like, the more you know, the more you grow. You know what I'm saying? So if you know more about how you're progressing in your lifts, then you can continue to progress in your lifts. But if you're unaware, then you may not be challenging yourself to change, or you may essentially just be all over the place. And that's the last place you want to be. You know what I'm saying? What are good exercises to do when you're fasting? There's no specific exercises that I would say, hey, do these when you fasting. So pretty much any of them, right? As long as you do what you're supposed to do, stay hydrated, make sure you get proper rest. You should be good. Mm. Do the healthiest choices, diet, and fucking winging it, keeping you. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. The healthy choices diet is keeping you big as hell. What is the first 8 minutes of the stream? He said that third degree. Oh, I don't know. James Harden Fitness talking about something else. Corey, do forearms get hit in normal exercises like bench, squat, curl? Do you need to train them separately? They do get engaged whenever you grip a bar or a dumbbell. Your forearms get engaged. Like, do this right now, right? And you'll feel your forearm, like grab your forearm and do this. You'll feel the muscles moving. So like it controls like finger, also wrist flexion, right? So all of this engages the forearms. It's just to what degree, right? To what degree. You really get more forearm engagement when you're doing your pulling movements than you do your pushing movements, because pulling really, really relies more like on the grip strength that you have, and that's associated with like forearm strength. But like, yeah, it's engaged in all upper body movements to some degree. And when you're doing your rows, your pull-ups, your pull downs, and even your deadlifts, that really is the stuff that's like engaging your forearms the most out of the compound lifts. Curls too, to some degree. But yeah, if your forearms are lagging and you want to train them up, you can, right? You can train them separately. I never done that. Like I just never had a desire for some fat ass forearms. It just wasn't the look that I found aesthetically pleasing for my physique. Some people do really want that shit, so they train the fuck out of their forearms. But I found that I started getting more forearm growth in relation to my deadlift strength going up, because that was really when I was gripping the most weight with the bar, is when I was deadlifting. So maybe that could help, just doing, deadlifts more frequently or something like that. But if you're finding again that your forearms are lagging, it doesn't hurt to train them separately. Maybe you do it at the tail end of a day where you're training your upper body, like right at the end. Or if you're doing like full body, maybe you do something where you train your calves at the end, you throw in your forearms too, right? Finish them off at the very end when you're done with everything else. Hopefully that was helpful. Corey, which is better, leg press or squats? Squats are the king of all exercises, man. Leg press ain't got shit on squats. Only people who like leg press is people who don't squat well, right? People resort to that shit because they suck at squatting. Leg press is cool. Like, it's not trash, but it's not better than squat by no means. How many grams of fat is optimal for fat loss? I eat nothing but healthy fats, but I feel like I could potentially eat too many grams of fat. Optimal grams of fat for fat loss really just resides on the side of what your aesthetic goal is, in my opinion. Like, if you're looking to get lean, you shouldn't be prioritizing healthy fats as much as you are prioritizing protein, right? Again, we talked about maintaining and even building lean muscle mass is contingent upon protein consumption. So that should be number one. But if you don't give a fuck about that, right? If you don't care about maintaining lean muscle, then you can have as many fats as you want as long as you're in a calorie deficit. But understand, when you look at calories and macros, the association between the two, it's a spectrum, meaning that the more fats you have, the less carbs and proteins that you can have for your whole daily total calories to be able to maintain that deficit. So you're cutting into the carbs and the proteins that you could be consuming. So what a lot of guys resort to doing, if they like healthy fats, right? Healthy fats are good as fuck, right? I'm not taking away from, but a lot of guys who want to have more fats, like, this is what I do for my clients. If my clients want to eat more fats, then we drop the carbs, but we don't touch them proteins, right? Them proteins stay high, right? But we drop the carbs and we make room for the fats, right? And that's sort of the reserves of energy. Hopefully that's helpful. Dane, why do you barely cook, Corey? Man, I could talk about that if y'all really want to know. But I don't know if it's going to be helpful for you, right? If you want me to talk about why I barely cook, type cook in the comments. I'll talk about it. Why do you dislike sun kiss? Because it's a waste of calories, man. That shit is a waste of calories, man. You gonna just drink all your calories away, man. When again, if you're looking to diet down, you build your metabolism and you fuck around and drink your calories, you're gonna be hungry again, right? So you're defeating the purpose of consuming calories. Did you talk to your team about making long form videos? Not like on the live stream, not yet. but yeah, we've been talking for months about it. All right, so people are typing cook. I don't cook no more because of my lifestyle now. Like I don't know if this is gonna help you guys, right? Because everybody's life is different. But like my life is really centered around this. So I have a team, I got clients. Obviously, I film a bunch of content and I still work out myself and I got a social life. I got a girlfriend, right? So I have all these things that I would rather be devoting my time to than cooking. That's just what it is. Like I pay someone to cook for me. Like I pay a meal prep company to ship me meals. And that to me is a better allocation of my resources than cooking myself because I would rather be spending my time giving value or spending time with people I fucking care about. Right. So that's why for me, right? I actually enjoy cooking at one point in my life. It's just taking lower priority in my life because I'm just prioritizing, other things. Like I said, giving value and spending time with people that I fuck with, man. So that's why I stopped. But if I didn't have this lifestyle, if I had more time on my hands, maybe I would. Right? But I'm a living testament that just because you don't cook, don't mean you got to eat a bunch of bullshit and get fat, right? I'm the most ripped person on this live stream right now, and I haven't cooked since 2020. Right? What does that tell you, right? The shit I'm talking about, tracking your calories, right, and staying consistent with that is the key, right? It's not about whether you cook or don't cook, or if you got a busy job and you always on the road. I'll be hearing that shit y'all be complaining about. No, you just fucking lazy. Right? You lazy and you inconsistent. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can change that shit. Right. And so, yeah, I ain't cooked in like 4 years and I'm still ripped. So you can do it too. If you learn these principles I'm teaching y'all, I gotta go, but I'm gonna drop the link for the 6-pack system one more time. I just want to thank y'all for coming through. Again, that guide is completely free for y'all just for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? So if you need some help getting a 6-pack, you need some help, really getting dialed in with your nutrition and understanding the workouts that actually work your abs, go ahead, download that guide. Until next week, guess we live streaming weekly, y'all. Peace.